Well, hey there team, and welcome to Stationeers. Well, hey there team, and welcome back to our moon run of Stationeers. I suppose Merry Christmas, Merry Holidays. This is probably going up around Christmas, to be perfectly honest. So here's something to kick back to. You know, 'tis the season for playing video games. I suppose that's what Christmas always is. Punch a few hundred beers and play some games. Anyway, where were we picking up? That's right. I'm quite happy with this. I should build like this more often. It helps. I'm sure it helps the viewer visualize better, but it also helps me because I have about a million things rolling around in my head at any given time. I just got a battery warning when I literally loaded in then, so we're going to address that before we get into anything. Charge low. Let's actually grab this battery before we do anything silly there. Oh, was it only a small battery? Oh, well, in that case, it did quite well. Okay, cool. So we've got the groundwork. We've got the layout. This is going to be our house. This is going to be the glass section here. Hydroponics there. Put the water in there. We're going to have a furnace in here. And then air conditioning units. I think so far, this is pretty good. Now, obviously, we'd love to build a pipe system for various, like, waste gas, let's say, from the scrubber, and then, say, like, a coolant mixture, but I haven't thought that far yet. Again, we blew ourselves up before that ever became a problem, so right now, our big priority is getting that sort of, is getting this thing working. He's getting a little food tray happening. So, essentially, I think right now we're going to play fill in the gaps. We're not going to have enough bits to do this. In fact, we were setting up for iron sheets, if I recall last time, right? Which could, oh my goodness, just launch my plastic. And then to do that, just for, you know, I don't want to baby step it too much, but if you were to go here and search, and you can just type sheet, I suppose, right? And there they are there. And it should be 1 iron per. Now the sun's going down, and as we've done before, I mean, there's no real iron within eye shot. Nothing that's really jumped out at me. So I tell you what, though, it feels like the draw distance is a little bit better. What's this? That's bloody. Is that gold? Oh my goodness, we're gonna grab that because gold is. Anyone following me for the last sort of iteration of this? I was having a bit of a hard time finding gold. I struck gold! Alright, so let's get a chunk of that. We're right next to the lander so we won't get lost. I'm thinking of covering more and more Stationeers, sort of just accept my fate, you know? This obviously represents something in the market that people want. I don't know if it's me specifically or if it's just Stationeers content in general. I'd be happy to hear feedback, but this always bears out. I put up a Stationeer video, man, it always goes, I don't want to say gangbusters, but for my little small channel, it does very well. So I wonder if I need to just lean even harder into it, you know? Alright, that's probably... You can see the little pop-up, just flickers, mine gold. That sort of gives me a hint where it is. But it's getting harder to find down here, so I'm not going to bother anymore, that's fine. Besides, we didn't even want gold anyway. Oh, we only got 15. That was bugger all. But that's still something. You know, you don't need a lot of gold, to be honest. It's usually in very small amounts. Now, what am I looking for? I'm looking for this. I'm looking for this, the tracking beacon. Because I always talk about how you can get lost if you're not sensible. I'd like to think that hasn't happened because I've been sensible. Again, let's check out the little data pad. We've got the tracker cartridge there, and we've got the pad there. To be perfectly honest, I'm just happy with them. Like, if we do need it, it's there. I'm gonna just run out into the dark just really quick. Because it does get really... Oh my god, look at that. Oh my god. Oh my god, hang on. Is that iron? No, I think that's copper. That's alright. I could use some of that. You know, since we're here. But we want iron for the iron sheets as well. Jeez, look at that clipping. That seems to be new since... Yes, ma'am. We probably don't want more than a 50 block. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, no, that's crouch. Alright. So... Yeah, we need... Oh my goodness. Bloody big holes everywhere. See, I can't... There's my base. I totally got muddled already. My sense of direction is not terrible, you know. I've had to do plenty of navigation in my time. Well, here we go. This is just what we want. Might see if we can get like a lot while we're here, you know? Get as much as we sort of can from this deposit. Try and fill up. Nice. So just a little bit of mining, you know. Sometimes you got to do the menial stuff a bit too. Well, not menial. I mean, it's kind of cool. We're gonna need silicon at some point as well to experiment with. I've never really done anything with silicon before, because you know I look at it and I'm like, oh, what am I gonna do with that, you know? But it makes sense just to get that sort of filler gas in our atmosphere, let's say, you know? What's going on over there? Oh! I'm pretty sure that's silicon. It is. Alright, let's grab some of that while we're here. Oh, look at that. You can see it clipping through the game. That's handy. Oh geez, that's a big bloody block of it. Oh. Yeah, I'm not sure we're supposed to mine that way by looking through the wall. But hey, you know, never know. Maybe the devs end up seeing this. Alright. Cool. That should give us 50. Perfect. And I think if we've got excess, it'll lie on the ground. So be careful with that, I suppose. Now, let me just squint for a moment. Aha, there's the lander there. So good. The draw distance is so much better than when I first played this back in the day. Whew! Alright. It's good. Our hunger dropped since that warning. It's only really gone down, what, like 7%? Was it 29 when it hit the warning? So, like, it still steadily decreases. But, nothing too terrifying, which is good. Alright, well, we'll turn... What are you doing? Click that. Turn that off. Did you turn that off? Yes, good. You know, we can... Oh, well, we're going to need to cook the ore. Now, let's have a think about this. I'm not sure what ore... You know, what it actually puts out for contaminants-wise. I know that it doesn't put out H2 or oxygen, so that's okay. But it probably puts out, like, X or something like that. Well, we'll just put some in that oven anyway. We haven't even rigged it into the wiring system yet, you know, which we really need to do before that gets out of hand. All right, let's go and put that there. 4, 6. Yeah, we should probably rig that immediately. All right, we could do that by just running it through this wall. Yeah, nice. Where is the power? Is that it there in the front? It is too. All right, cool. So, use mouse wheel to change the what it is, and then you use page up, down, end, home, and all that to maneuver its facing. If you think about it, the 6 keys kind of give you 3-dimensional. I mean, you could only need 3 keys, I suppose, and I only really use them in one sort of clockwise rotation. But having 6 buttons gives you all the rotation you could possibly need. It's weird. It seems fiddly at first, but then I think to myself, is this not probably the best way to do it? Oh, look at that. It doesn't want to go through there. But does it? Okay, cool. So it won't go through the side. Oh, and that must be because see how the door is open and the frame clips through? Because I'm certain we could run that through the other type of door. I don't mind. It's just something a bit different. All right, well, what's the best way to run it? Can you run it under? You can't, so presumably you can't run it... You can run it over. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting? So where's the smartest place to run cable here? You know, like, we don't want to double handle it if you can help it. Let's say we run it center in the roof. And we'll put a turn like that. It's getting a bit hard to see what's going on. Alright. Like that. And I guess we run it up the wall. And I suppose if we want to be sensible in this case, we probably run it center on the wall. You know, just for the... It's not even about being anal. It's just like, next time I'm blowing myself up and I need to do stuff fast, it probably makes sense to put things in an intuitive way that you can figure out when your brain's farting. That's my take anyway. Now, can it do this corner? That's going to be the doozy. It can't. That's okay. We're probably going to have to do something a little ugly like that. That's not ideal, but it's not the end of the world either. All right, so we'll wire cut that. Nice. All right, well, you know, that'll work. That'll work. Ultimately, we'll probably end up running it under grating anyway, right? But for the moment, that's the go. Right. Oh, come on, you're getting... I think I'm a little bit too deep back, you know, in the depth, as it were. Corner. There we go. So that should be connected now. It's hard to tell, see, when you've bricked in the roof already. But, same thing. It can be fiddly. But I don't know how else to do it with this type of door, you know? Alright. Yeah, I mean, you could just have the wire hang out in space, but that's a little bit, you know, immersion breaking. Alright. Corner. I guess we'll run it like so. Oh, it's hard to tell. You know what, I should be, even though I'm able to understand it, I'll jetpack up here just to make it a little bit easier. Just in case it's, you know, you find yourself having a bit of a hard time getting what's going on. Right, so we're going to do like that. Like that. Oh, well, we're moving a little bit faster anyway. Oh, yeah, I probably should deal with that, hey. Let's deal with that right now, actually. Because if I put it off yet again... Oh, wow, look at all the little alarms going in that. Alright, we'll eat half a bar for the moment. I don't know if it's a 1-to-1 percentage exchange. Like, it's not clear. Alright, so that went up through. Cool. And you know what? We'll just run the cable straight across here. We'll put some floor down later. Oh, hang on. We're running into a bit of trouble. I'm going to need to make some cable. Oh, this is going to be a doozy, isn't it? Because to make cable, you got to smelt copper. I don't have enough cable. So after all this, I might have to... Yeah, I'm going to have to tear that down and run a different route. This is why you got to be careful. Because it's all time, you know? You know, I'm going to angle grind this out. Is that how it works? Wrench wide required to deconstruct. Okay. Right. Yeah, we're just going to run it straight through there. Sorry, team. I sort of got wrapped up in the construction. We'll, but that's alright. Lessons learned. Alright. Yeah, I mean, look, this is probably the ideal way to run. I don't like double handling if I can help it, you know, because there's always a million things to do. So I still stand by my initial plan on how to run the cable. It's just that it doesn't seem like we're going to have enough resources at the moment, so we're just going to have to do a bit of a bang up job. All right, boom, boom, boom. That's the problem with doing this as well. It can get hard to line them up. I will just run this bad boy all the way through, eh? Oh no, we can put it on that corner. There we go. Oh, I had it there for a moment. Come on. All right. Nice. All right. Bang. Look at that. And we'll just test. Perfect. In fact, I'm not worried about like we said, I'm not worried about catching any gases just yet. I'll be curious if you stand close, does it technically get a reading? No. That's fine. Alright, well that's much better. How's the grid looking? It's still charging that battery. Oh no, that's probably, it's drawing. Oh, of course. Might actually take this opportunity to, you know, switch the batteries. Alright, cool. So that's gonna be plugging away. You know, I don't mean to be too fiddly, but I figure we'll probably just grab some out. You know, oh my goodness. It's cooked so much so quickly. Iron loves it. Alright, look at that. That's plenty of sheets. That's so many sheets. Alright. Is it still on the iron sheets? It is. We are going to need a lot. Maybe we just cook the whole lot, you know? I'll let it pile. I'll see what happens. Sort of just bracing for all the physics to interact with each other and just go ballistic. So this is playing with fire, I reckon. Just asking the game to explode on me. Alright, you know what? That'll do for a sec. Because I don't want to have to supervise this bloody thing. Alright. Resuming. Let's maybe start from the back and work forward, right? That makes sense to me. Oh, look at this. This is pretty straightforward stuff. If I can even press the button on it. Let's just do the roof, because that's going to be fiddly. Alright. Look at me go. Alright, and this is the glass bit, but it does require iron. Yeah, and then glass. Alright, might as well just do it all in one go. Right, and then let's... Oops, I'll just fall through the hole. Ah, yes ma'am. Alright. Oh, nice. This is going to be... Oh, my goodness. Gotta watch out for these big holes. Can't be good for your ankles. Oops. Falls down hole immediately. Nice! Alright, so we'll wall that up. And then we'll... Come on. Put that. Alright, so that's the entire internals done. Let's weld this back up. Look, worst case scenario... Oh, look at that. We can just pick up that sheet. In fact, we'll put this down. Actually, no, we're going to need that. What am I doing? I'm going to need that and the ironing torch. What are you talking about? All right. Welding torch. All right. Worst case scenario, we can just tear it down. It's just, as soon as you start blocking line of sight, it's not great for my brain. All right. That's sealed in. The floor's sealed in. Nice. So all we'll have to do is seal this in. All right. Let's do a quick tour. All right. Airlock's good. Apart from, obviously, the doors need to be... Well, do they? Did we finish the doors? No, doors are good to go. Okay. All right. Very good. And look at this. We've got our little sun section. And this is all sealed in too. All right. So we're just going to have to pop the glass in. Actually, are you iron sheets? Why are there 17 iron sheets there? Oh my goodness. Just had a bit of a moment then. Wall kits. Well, I guess maybe we didn't need to run out and get all that stuff immediately. That's alright. Doesn't hurt. It's all part of the process. Actually, let's go eat some more food. We'll just eat the rest of this bar. And apparently eat the wrapper as well. Mmm, nutrition. Alright. Boom. 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 Come on. Oh man, that's nightmare fuel. Boom. But this one still needs to go. Come on. Boom. Alright, we now have a sealed room. Next step. Let's get rid of this. We've got to pop this outside. Yeah, just try and have a bit of a hygienic spot, a bit of workplace hygiene, then I just drop the glass on the floor. Alright, cool. So that's working. So next step's going to be burn silicon. Let's turn that off. Burn silicon, start filling this room, right? That makes sense to me. And then do an analysis of that and work from there. But we need an airlock to work, right? Because as soon as we start filling this up, we're going to have to recycle it. Come on, guys, we all know this. This is all old hat. So we're going to need the 2 types of vent, and the game only gives us 1. I mean, unless it gives us 2 active vents, does it? I thought it only gives us literally... Yeah, there you go, 1 active vent. Console doesn't do us any good. The valve doesn't help us. I don't think things can get out of the pipe without a vent. Yeah. Yeah, so that's a bit of a pain. So we're going to have to... We're going to have to build another vent, which means we're going to have to build a hydraulic pipe bender, because you can't build a vent anywhere else. I'm pretty certain. Let's double check. Just to be sure, you know? Nope, no good. Turn that off. Actually, no. Let's type bender. There it is. What do you need? Gold, 2 gold, 10 copper. Well, there we go. This is stuff that we should have already. So let's just pop our bits down here. See, it all worked out in the end. Alright, 2 gold. Oops. You can actually track what it's up to. Did we put 15 in there? I think we might have. Oh, Jesus, it's getting warm. Oh, because it's a sealed room. Oh, my God. Oh. All right. Okay. Oh, it's still very warm in there. Let me have a think about this. It doesn't seem to be hurting me, so that's good. Oh, that, okay. See, you gloss over the things. Can I hear sparking? Oh God, did I turn it off or not? I did. Alright, it's still so warm in here. I'm trying to figure out if I can hear sparking. It sounded like I could hear something. Because now that we've buried the cables in the wall, if they were to burn out, we'd never know. Well, you'd know, you'd lose power. Alright, a bit more of an emergency now. Let's grab that. Portable air conditioner. Well, here we go. Huh. It is warm, isn't it? Alright, hang on. We go portable air conditioner, set hot. No, well, that would be that. And then set cold would be that. So if we turn it on. Well, there you go. Oh. It's a tiny little bit of pressure. Yeah, okay. We're just going to be careful. See, because I'm freaking out because that's 605 degrees Celsius reading, but we're at 0 kPa, so it's like errant particles. It's hard to tell. Like, at a certain point, it's almost like an error reading. I mean, it's not an error reading. It's just that it's insignificant in its size. That, yeah, okay. That's interesting. We're going to have to think about this. All right, 10 copper. Roll the dice. What do you reckon? Let's go. You know, let's run this thing just in case. Couldn't hurt to have that running in the background. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to supervise this as well. How much did I put in? I didn't even check. Alright, the temperature's staying down at least. Down. It's staying at 300 degrees. You know what, that's probably... No, it doesn't actually bring the air in, it just exchanges heat with the internal. It has an internal sort of reservoir, I suppose you could say. How much is that? 10, perfect. Alright, well. It's all trying to flow outside anyway, so that's good. Okay, cool. Dangerous stuff, team, but, you know, these things happen. Alright, let's build this pipe bender. That's going to take bloody forever. Pick up that, move that. Pick up that, move that. Because we're going to extend our little workplace out. Iron frames, perfect. Alright. Iron sheets. Where'd my frames go? There you go. We're gonna need a welding torch. There's a lot to keep organized in your brain in this game. It's good, I like it though. Alright. That's enough. Put that down. Pipe bender's going to go there. How's it going so far? 40%. Okay. How's this going in here? 280, but it's 0 kPa. That's disturbing. Alright, so we make the pipe bender, we make the vent. I suppose I could start rigging all this, right? This is the active vent. We'll just put it where in the same spot where we're familiar. Look at this, we're going to have to run it onto the power grid as well. You know. It doesn't help that we hid those cables. And then we're going to have to run the pipe out the top. We've done this dance before. Curious, will it be able to get through that corner? It will! Alright. We're going to want to run it down to... how are we going to do this? We're going to do an active vent or a passive vent. Probably just a passive vent, right? There won't be much need for another one. We'll put it in the center. That just sort of makes sense to me. There we go. Come on. All right. Like that. That should be right. And that should be popping out here now. Nice. Alright, there we go. So that's rigged in. Oh god, I hope it's not making another one. That we do not need. Alright, boom. Nice. So that'll need to be built. Alright, well look. We're getting there. Freaked me out a bit here with that temperature, but it seems my suit can take it. I just thought I heard something. Oh, okay, righto then, love. Alright, well look, we'll probably leave it there for the time being, guys. We know what we need to do, you know, finish up the airlock with the pipe bender, and then we can probably really start getting done in earnest. But we've got to keep an eye on that temperature. Temperature's going to be a thing, man, because that's another whole component. We could just blow the place up, or even just cook components, you know. I know if you run too much current through wires, you'll melt them, but I'm presumably they have some sort of external temperature threshold as well. So if we make a red hot room, we're going to start melting important bits. So we'll have to be careful with that as well. It would seem that the glass doesn't transmit heat as much as I thought it might. But again, we're dealing with negligible pressure, so I'm not sure. We'll see how we go. Team, might just leave it there for the time being. I'll catch you guys on the next one.